Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading, and we've got persistence is your message coming in from the Ascended Masters. Persistence. And yeah, it's interesting because Cancer just got focused, which I think is very kind of similar energies in a way, because there's because we have that really intense full moon in the sign of Aquarius happening on the 11th or 12th, depending on where you are in the world. It's going to throw a lot of intense energy at us, and it's something's reaching kind of like a crunch point, or it forms a fixed grand cross this full moon. So it's all a grand cross in the fixed signs, which is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. And those three energies don't necessarily want to move or budge. And so there's something in your life that's connected to those energies that it kind of reaches a standstill, it reaches a crossroads, and it reaches a point where something has to move and shift. And this full moon is ruled by Saturn, because Saturn rules Aquarius. So it is this sense that Saturn is wanting us to kind of think outside of the box, or think outside of ourselves, or think outside of some certain structures, like restructure, create new structures, create structures if there aren't structures in place with something in your life. So you keep getting this sense your third eye is opening up here, Pisces, and persistence is the message coming through. We'll ask some clarifiers about what this is all about. But I do feel like it's interesting because when I tune into the energy, there's this beautiful energy of opening up to this higher consciousness, this Aquarian energy of connecting to other realms. And it's a really beautiful energy of being very strongly guided towards the future. And so that's what they're wanting you to kind of persist in, connecting in with that, connecting into that star, that third eye open, with connecting into that North Star and being guided. As themes for the week, we have King of Shells, harmony and integrity. Now, this is actually the card of Scorpio. It's the equivalent of the King of Cups, so the King of Water. And it's where, how do you take action on your emotions? What sort of deep emotions are you feeling? And how are you responding to those emotions? Is there someone around you that is acting with integrity, harmony? Are these the sort of themes that you see or need to see coming into your world at this moment in time? So the King of Shells is about managing your emotions. So that might be something that's coming through, but it's also about very deep, intense connections, and it can be psychic connections as well. So that's sort of part of the theme that's coming through here. And it can be, where have you held on to some emotions that are ready to be released? So that's another thing that comes through with the King of Shells. So ultimately, it's wanting to restore some kind of harmony on a deep emotional level, and connect into some authenticity and truth to how you're feeling about something. So let's see what's shifting and changing for you, Pisces, this week. What sort of shifting energies are coming through for Pisces? We have High Priestess, Cancer, Moon, Taurus. You are going to be super intuitive, like this energy with the High Priestess coming through. So that's one thing that's shifting and changing. It's also how you're feeling some emotions, this sense of interconnectedness with the people that are around you, especially people living around your home or close to your home area. Now, because I'm getting this sense of this sense of you'd be able to go further afield, they might not actually be in your space. Like if you live in an apartment block, you might be picking up on these collective energies, like a bit like a psychic sponge. So you might want to actually try and protect yourself somehow as well, like clear and shield or cleanse your energy, because I feel like you're picking up on so much at this moment in time, but your intuition is like super strong, which you can use to your advantage as well. So we have what's shifting and changing. We also have Pentacle Princess, Earth Palace. So it feels like the direction of something that was, pretty small, wanted to get off the ground a little bit, something that was developing in your life. It could have been at that early vulnerable stages. You're getting a very interesting and different intuitive message around this. And if this is like a new relationship, you're getting some kind of interesting or new insight around it, which may shift the progress of it or the direction of it, which is interesting. Now, again, it could be to do with anything in your life that you're wanting to bring in, but I do get a sense it's with a person in particular. There's a particular person that's coming in with this King of Shells, which is not gender specific, but there's somebody that you have a very, very intense connection with here, that there's something shifting and changing in the direction of it. I would say it's coming in. So let's have a look and see what is it that the universe is saying you need in this situation. So let's see what's coming through with that. We have the King of Cups. Okay. You need this energy, or you need this person in your life at this moment in time. So whoever this is, it could quite literally be another water sign or a Scorpio energy, but it is also about you needing to manage these emotions that are coming through. So what's coming towards you is the Seven of Swords, and the consequences of that is the Six of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is a plan. There's some kind of a reevaluation, evaluation, plan and strategy that's coming through here. And the consequence of that is to be able to move on from some turbulent emotions or some emotions that have been a bit trickier to manage or feel even, and into a place of peace. So the King of Shells energy King of Cups energy can also be a manager in your life. So if you're working with somebody and you've got issues with this person, this is where you might be like kind of doing something a little bit behind the scenes about getting away from that situation. The Seven of Swords can be organizing something behind the scenes. So if you're not happy where your job is, this is where you might be like looking for other work elsewhere, or you can go and report this person if they've done something wrong. So, but the Six of Swords can be a move, so planning to make a move. So as well, if this is somebody that it's going to be different for all of you. Like this intense connection is either somebody you're wanting to move towards or move away from. And so this is going to be like different for all of you. It's just going to be a very different journey. So if you're wanting to make a move on this person or make the move in terms of developing this further, that's also something that's coming in. But it's saying evaluate, have a plan for it with the Seven of Swords. Maybe there's things you can be doing behind the scenes that can be helping this and facilitating this. So again, it kind of, you can go either way. The other thing is that with this is the Six of Swords is the card of travel. So if you're planning, this is a great time to plan a trip away. And it may be something that, again, the Seven of Swords is about doing it behind the scenes or being a little bit discreet. So this could be that you don't want this person to know about it. Maybe you're doing it as a surprise for them. So it's just, you can read this situation either way, which is really interesting. So let's look at the major external influences that are coming in around this. We've got the Hanged Man. So there's some things that are being put on hold, or there's delays that are coming in around it. Maybe things need to be let go of or sacrificed as well. With the Hanged Man energy, it usually can mean that things are plateaued or stagnated. So I feel like this is where, that's what this Pentacle Princess is. It feels like something isn't going anywhere where you wanted, when you kind of did want it to go somewhere. And so this is where you're getting these very strong intuitive messages as to what to do with these very intense emotions around this person, situation or thing, and how to move. I do feel like it's a person, and how to be able to, move on from that in a way that's going to bring you peace and happiness. So we do have the World card, which is also showing you that things are kind of completing in the cycle. Things are finishing up. There's an ending to a cycle that's coming through here as well. And so if you are planning on booking a trip, this is like an international trip here. With the Six of Swords, the card of travel in the world, or luxury travel of some sort. You might want to, it's kind of something a little bit kind of, you're of a higher level, so, or a further distance. So it's not going to be for all of you, but it is also a sense that you kind of ending, luckily, the cycle of stagnation and something not getting off the ground, which is also really good. So this is progressing and moving forward. And that's why we're getting the persistence energy coming in, because it's not the easiest of energy to work with, but it is possible to move forward with this as well. You have to kind of trust your intuition with it. So let's see. Let's look at the best way to manage or make the most of this energy that's coming through, the best way to work with it and make the most of it. because I do feel like there's a really, really positive shift and change that occurs here in terms of your emotional, the harmony that's happening on a deep emotional level for you. We've got Shark. It's interesting because Cancer just got the same card. And it's very much a similar sense in that it's something runs deep under the surface, okay? Something's running deep, and there's these deep feelings, these undercurrents, whether these are intuitive undercurrents or emotional undercurrents. And once you get a sense, a whiff, an instinct of how, through this intuitive message here that's coming in through the High Priestess, once something is revealed to you and you know, you have this instinct to know how to act, because you've got the Seven of Swords, this sense of making this plan. That's a sense of go for it with the Shark. It's like, boom, move really quickly with it. So, but you kind of need to wait for that instinct or that energy to click in to know what it is that you're going for. So this all can happen very, very quickly, but it's like eyes on the prize, and then it's like, boom. So the Shark energy is very interesting, but this could be things that have been circling around and around and around in your emotions, things that you've been thinking about for a while, and then it's like, when you get the right energy, it's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing now, or I know what I'm planning. So yeah, I know the right strategy for this. So yeah, I feel like the circling is like the evaluation energy that's coming in, and then the Six of Swords is like the enacting of the plan of some sort. Something activates here. So this could be quite literally, you know, you might see a great deal like in terms of the travel opportunity, and you have to go for it quickly before that sells out. Or you might see an opportunity that opens for like a new work opportunity. And it's like, boom, I have to make this move. Like the Six of Swords is making a move of some sort. Maybe you're out with this person if you like them, and there's just a little door opens, or there's a little glimmer of something, and it might just get that sense of now's the time to connect in even further. So, and it might even be that you get that instinct with somebody where you just know it's not right. And it's like, right, I just need to move on, and you just know. So it's just a very fast knowing that's coming through, and ultimately like you're ending a cycle but moving on to something that you are being very strongly intuitively guided to. So trust that third eye energy that's coming in. So let's pull an affirmation card for you. That one just jumped out. We have, I'm at peace with my age. Okay. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. I'm always the perfect age for where I am in life. And interestingly, that words, I am at peace, the Six of Swords here, is about finding mental peace where there has been these turbulent emotions here. And we can see it through the water here in both the King of Cups. And so it's kind of one of those people, this King of Shells energy, and not gender specific, but this person that represents that is somebody that stirs up an emotional reaction in you. Whether that's good or bad, it's going to be different for all of you, but it's almost like you need to find a place of peace with it as well for some of you. So yeah, that's it. Interesting reading for you, Pisces. So that's it. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time.